What's up, and welcome to 60 Seconds, the shitty talk show you didn't know you needed. Every episode is longer than 60 seconds, just to piss you off. I'm your host, Ben Tilley, with co-host Jess and Tenn, who didn't fucking show up to record this intro or the outro. And we have our lovely co-host and editor, McCooler.
Heyo.
Yes, that's a stage name, because he's a pussy. Anyways, what was some random shit you did when you were younger? Like middle school days, 6 to 8, for still in high school.
School days.
Ooh, those were interesting.
So literally, I spent like 24/7 on the phone with my 8th grade girlfriend. I'm talking like I would like leave chats with like my best friends just to talk
Oh
to
wait,
them.
that's me. I'm that friend that you would leave chats for. You broke the
Yeah.
bro code, okay? You still working
I
back from
did.
that. You messed
I
up with that.
did. No, but hear me out. When like she was the girl that like I spent all of middle school trying to get.
She was like dream girl, but turns out she wasn't dream girl.
It turns out she wasn't. No, that was the most toxic relationship
She's
I've
probably
ever
watching
been
this
in.
right now. Any
Yo,
words for her?
hey, yeah, no, that was a trip. Do I regret it? Kind of. Would I change it? Probably not. No, I've learned. It was a
Sometimes those
good time,
experiences, sometimes those
though.
like middle school experiences, they're cringy, you hate them, you don't want to think about them, but you really learned from them. Like you
I've
learned your
grown.
limits, you learned other people's limits, you learned how to like socialize. Because I know a lot of people I've seen, especially some people that are definitely on the spectrum, you see them now in high school and you're like, wow, they really don't know how to socialize. They don't know how to be in society, if that makes sense. And not because they're special, but because like they didn't communicate. Like the shy kids. We all have
Mhm.
that one example in our school. That shy kid that doesn't know how to that doesn't know how to like talk, that doesn't know how to interact with people. That really comes out in high school, because middle school is where you're supposed to learn that.
Middle school is definitely like the building blocks of your social life. I have matured so much since like say 8th grade. Like that man bun kid who would do
Terracotta
anything.
warrior looking ass.
It was
All
it
the
was bad.
OGs know
Yeah.
that I call people terracotta warriors.
It
That's
was
from
it
like
was
classic.
bad. But yeah, I've grown a lot.
You fucking sob story. Shut up, God.
Story, okay.
So you turned it into a sob
Uh,
story, man.
Bro, at least I was able to hold one girlfriend. We were bouncing from girl to girl.
Bro, let's just say in middle school, I was getting pussy, okay? I mean, like, I was hopping back and forth faster than I hop on your mom's dick, okay? Like, it was
It was
impressive.
it was impressive.
Did you know in middle school, I only got rejected once
Mm.
by my
I
best
got
friend.
rejected. I got rejected by the same girl like 20 times before she finally said yes.
You know what that sounds like? A toxic relationship. Tune back in
Yes,
next week
sir.
for an episode about toxic relationships. Because we're doing the intro and outro with Mitchell, like the
Okay.
cooler. We're going to do it with
Mhm.
him. And he's actually listening to this right now because he's going to be editing it, whatever.
Hey man, nice to meet you.
You're going to meet him later when we do the intro and outro. Bro, in middle school, I don't know what it was. We all had so much energy. I was a buzzed
Yeah.
cut fucking white boy in a
It was
98%
hilarious.
Hispanic school. And I was on crack. I mean, like,
Yeah.
the amount of dumb shit I did, I'm surprised I'm still in Cambridge program.
You were like the prized white boy.
I was like a fucking trophy at a certain point for some
Mhm.
people. But, like, just, like that, but again, that's a building block for now. Like, just about a month ago, I cut the back off of a teacher's chair
Oh,
with mask strings. Like, that would be something I did in middle school, but since I did it in middle school, it's something that carried on into high school. Kind of like a building block. God, oh, so much cringe shit happened in middle school. Those
yeah.
like oddly sexual relationships you have that you realize, oh
Mhm.
my god, we were children.
For
Oh my
real.
god.
Guys,
There's so
so
many people, especially girls that I talk to or I know now that got like groomed in middle school but didn't know it. Like
yeah.
even by their own classmates, sometimes adults, but by their own classmates, they got groomed. And sometimes the people grooming it didn't even know they were grooming it.
Exactly.
Like you
It's
don't
like
know.
you don't realize until you grow up and like have this knowledge of what's right and what's wrong. Like you think it's like cringy at first, like to hear adults say like the mind's not fully developed at this age. Kids don't know what they're doing. But it's so true. It's so true.
Yeah, you look back on it and it's like, damn, they were fucking right.
Exactly. It's like what? I did not know.
The famed
I
talk. No one had the talk, okay? Maybe a
no,
few people had the
exactly.
talk. No, Justin, you learned some of
I
the sex
learned.
stuff because
Mhm.
I would make a horrible joke about fucking someone's mother.
Bro, I was so pure.
You were, oh my god, my friend, he's probably watching this. Okay, this
Oh, hey,
kid,
man.
literally, he's to this day he still acts like a grandpa, but he dressed, he acted, he was almost a religious, but he wasn't religious. Like he was that type of perfect child. He sat next to me
Mhm.
for 1 year, seventh grade, seventh period math, Mister class, and to this day he still makes sex jokes, like duplicates of what I would have said in
No.
seventh grade. It's funny.
Oh, no.
I rubbed off on him. But that happens because if you don't get exposed to that stuff slowly and you do it really fast, like he did, all of a
Mm.
sudden it's like it's
It's
engraved
your
in your
life.
mind. It's like a
Yeah.
tattoo.
Poor Bongo Boy.
Oh my god, bongo boy! Yeah, he would always have bongos. No, I think a good example of that, yeah, like a good metaphor, would be poke and stick tattoos or whatever you call them. The ones where you like if you were to lightly tap yourself with a needle, nothing's gonna happen. If you do it right, you might have a tattoo. Which is kind of how like growing works.
Yeah,
You can
bro.
almost like you can almost make a joke at stretch marks. Actually, that'd probably
Oh,
be a really good
no.
one. Like that would be accurate. That would be a good metaphor for that. Is stretch marks. Like you grow slowly, you don't get them. But if you grow really fast, really rapidly, then you get them. And that's kind of the same thing with our minds. Is we get these stretch marks that we still have today.
I mean, that shouldn't have worked. I felt almost wrong to laugh about, but yeah,
It's like scarily accurate too.
it's so true, bro. And while we're talking about all this, I'm sitting here playing Cookie Clicker.
Mans is playing Cookie Clicker while I'm staring at the recording software, trying to make sure my microphone doesn't go too high. Or we're gonna have problems. Middle school relations like are so fucking cringy. I'm sorry. At middle school, if you dated someone, you didn't actually date someone. Mitchell, did you ever
Yes.
like date? Did you ever like those cringy relationships in middle school that you saw? Like you didn't have to be in one. You would like see them making out in the hallway, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
I know, right? I was in one though, but it wasn't like that. It was more like are they or are they not, you know?
Oh lord, was she at least good looking, or come on? You need some
I
juicy
I I
details
mean
here.
I mean for a middle schooler, yeah.
Now it doesn't sound right
Okay,
because you're
yeah.
like
No, it
almost
doesn't.
18, so it's like,
No,
okay, yeah,
Addison,
cut. Thank you so much for listening in, guys. I hope you all have a great night. Make sure to like and subscribe, and of course, fucking Justin isn't here for this outro either. You son of a fucking bitch.